Good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'll say that again because sometimes a live stream takes a minute to catch up. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Pete. This is Studio Live today, where I help you create, record, and release your best music. And what I'm going to be doing today, here, this morning, my time, could be this afternoon or this evening for you, is attempt to actually release my latest song. So for the past couple of weeks, months, maybe even, I've been working on a new song called Never to Blame. So I've been recording and mixing and mastering and doing other things with this song here on the channel. There's a playlist down in the description. So after this video, if you want to check out some of those videos, you can. And I'm at the point now where I have my final master, I have my album artwork, and I'm ready to go ahead and upload and release this song. So I release my music using a platform called DistroKid. So DistroKid is a service that allows you, they're a distribution service. They allow you to distribute your music, which means you can release it to Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, a bunch of different platforms, and I find it to be one of the best platforms. It's less than $20 a year for the base package, and you can upload an unlimited number of singles, albums, songs, everything. So it's a very cool service in my opinion, and I've been using them to release all of my music for the past couple of years now since I've been releasing music to the world. So that's what we'll be doing here this morning. I'll be talking a little bit about DistroKid and about the service, and then I'm going to jump in and actually release my new song. So if you are new to the channel, what I like to do here is, as I mentioned, help people create, record, and release their best music. I use GarageBand on my iPhone and my iPad as probably my primary way of recording and mixing and mastering my music. And this song, which is called Never to Blame, was mixed, mastered, recorded 100% on my iPhone. So on this iPhone right here, on my iPhone 6s Plus, I use to record and completely mix and master this song. So that is something that I like to do. And if you want to catch up on all of the other videos where I go through all of this, and you can see my recording process, my mixing, my mastering, you can check out the link down in the description, and I'll remember to link it up at the end as well. Hello to those who are joining me live here. We've got Police Robotic 95, we've got Mr. Ron Ward, who is on board. I didn't mean to rhyme, but that's just what happens sometimes. So this is going to be live. So this could be something very cool, or this could be a complete train wreck. That's the good thing about doing things live. You know, no pressure, just releasing a new song. But instead of, just doing it in my own time, how about we go online and do it live in front of a bunch of people? That's a good idea, yeah. So if you've got any questions about the creation process, about GarageBand, about mobile recording, or about the releasing process, about DistroKid that you'd like to ask as we go along, you can throw those in the chat here if you're here live, and if you're here after the fact watching on the replay, hello, thank you for watching. You can drop a comment down below. I'm always down there in the comments and chatting to you great folks and talking music with you all. So I'm going to see if I can actually get my screen up here now. So this is going to be a wee bit experimental. Let us click this one here. We have pretty terrible internet here in Australia. Well, not everywhere in Australia, but right here in Adelaide, South Australia, where I am. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle town with some of the things I'm going to do here, and I'm going to be pushing my connection to the absolute limit. So if the folks that are here live can let me know if we get major dropouts, if the audio quality drops off, if you can't hear or see properly, let me know. This is a little bit of an experiment, but got to try new things, don't you? All right, so here we are in DistroKid. So this is in my music section. Now, I mentioned at the very start, but if you're just joining the stream here, DistroKid is a music distribution platform. So I have an account with DistroKid. I have the Musician Plus account, which gives me a little bit of extra, and that's about $35 a year. But if you've got the Musician account, it's $19.99 US per year, and it gives you ability to upload an unlimited number of songs. So I can hit this upload button, and here you can see all of the tracks that I have released. So from my very first EP that I released in April 2017, the song I did with my wife there, my other EP that's actually older, but I re-released it using DistroKid, and then a bunch of singles that I released through 2018, culminating in my album. So the album I released in August this year, called Selfish Aware, available now on all good music streaming platforms. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to I'm going to upload my new track, and I'm going to take you through how we upload and how hopefully quick and simple it is to upload with DistroKid. Now, just before I did this, I tested it, and DistroKid was having a few connectivity issues. So if that is the case, this could be a very quick stream, but we will just talk about it. Yes, no, we are working. Hooray, we are working very well, which is good. Hello to the folks on the live stream. While I get myself set up here, mentioned Police Robotic 95. We've got Ron Ward, we've got Darren Bryant from Virginia, and we've got Daniel Ferraby from the US, coming through loud and clear on the East Coast. Fantastic. Thank you very much for joining me here live, folks, as we are about to upload my new song. Excuse me. So, what I have prepared, what you will need to upload a song is obviously a distributor, like an account with someone like DistroKid. And this is the part where I say the bit where I invite you to use my VIP code, which is linked in the description, because you can actually get 7% discount if you go to studiolivetoday.com/distro. Then you're going to get yourself 7% off your DistroKid account. Promise that that's all the sort of promo advertising stuff we're going to do. Now, we're going to crack on and actually get this song released. Now, what I have prepared, so what you'll need to release a song apart from an account like this is you'll need a master. So you'll need a WAV file of your song. So if you've watched the previous couple of videos, and again, links in the description if you need to catch up, if you've watched those, you would have seen that I mastered this on my iPhone using a very cool plugin by Fred Anton Corvest called the FAC Maxima. And in the end, I think I got a pretty good sound just using GarageBand on my iPhone and this one plugin. So I have now, we'll drag across onto the screen here to show you, I have this one here, which is my album artwork, which is this JPEG file here. And I have my WAV file of my master. So these are the things that I will be needing. That's the only two things that I need. So you need album artwork, you need it to be JPEG, you need it to be in a square, and you need it to be of a decent resolution. So I think this one's 1500 by 1500, and then you need a high resolution WAV file. So it's important, you can upload like an MP3 or an M4A, but you want the best possible quality. So when you're releasing your music to the world, you want to make sure that it is in the best possible quality that you can. So that is something that we're going to do here. My stream and my chat here seems to have crashed a little bit here. So if you are on board and I'm not responding to you and you're chatting to me, I apologize for that. But I'm just going to keep going and assume that everything is working okay. So, because my stream is still saying it's working. So what we need to do is we're going to come down here. Has this been previously released? No, it has not. The artist and band name is going to be me. Now, the musician account that you get with DistroKid lets you release under one name, which is just your own name or whatever artist name you want. I've actually got the Musician Plus, so I could have a second name, so that's why I can change this if I want, but once I use my second name, that's it. So I'm still releasing under Pete Johns. And the release date, we're just going to release it straight away, so we don't want to do any sort of pre-release that we can do. I'm already in iTunes and I'm already on Spotify, so I don't need to change any of those settings. No, I'm not going to do a pre-order, and the record label here is, because again, I've got the Musician Plus account, I get to name it. So I have Studio Live Today Records, which is the name that I use for my releases. So that is all good and all in there. Hello to Jose Flores, who's on the stream here as well. Thank you for joining us live. We are releasing my new song here. So what I need to do now is grab my album artwork. Now, it does need to be a JPEG. You can see I've got a PNG file here, but it does need to be a JPEG file. So if I drag this across and release, there's my little man. Now, I used canva.com to create this album artwork. So if people are interested, canva.com, it's free to use. Again, I've got the paid version of it for $10 a month because I like to do a bunch of other things and there's some additional features. But to create a basic album artwork, you can do that in literally 5 minutes using canva.com. Very cool little service. We will continue down here. And yep, so it's telling me all the stuff about what I need to do around my image, but it's accepted my image, hopefully, and it should be all good. Language is in English, my primary genre. Now, this is interesting because I never know what to pick. I used to just pick alternative, but it's definitely not alternative here. It's probably closer to folk music, but I can't bring myself to call it folk music. I'm going to go alternative, and then my secondary can be folk. There you go. Keep myself happy. Now, the track title here, we're going to put Never to Blame and enter there. And now, songwriter, so I wrote this song, or it's a cover song. Now, if it is a cover song, you can release it with DistroKid. It costs, I have one cover song that I've released, and it costs something like $1, what is it, $1 per month? So it's about $12 a year to have a cover song. And the reason for that is it has to pay all the royalties to the other artist. So that's something that you can consider. But if you're releasing your original songs, no problems at all. You can do it just with your normal account. And the other good thing about DistroKid is that all of the royalties, 100% of them, come straight back to you. So they don't take a cut of any of the royalties. Obviously, iTunes and other people do when you sell your music through them. They take their 30%, but you get all of the royalties back to you from there. So explicit lyrics, no, but if they were, you can say yes. The track price. So you can actually choose whatever price you want. Now, I'm going to actually, because this is a 2-minute song, I'm going to lower the price here. And again, the Musician Plus account lets you change the price there. Some of the Musician account, it has to be the basic standard price, which is 99 cents for a single, and I think $16.99 for an album. Now we get to the important bit. So we need to choose our audio file. I'm going to click on choose file, and then I don't want to be in my downloads folder. I want to be in this folder. I've actually got it on my little flash drive here, just so I had everything in the one spot. I'm going to tap on that, I'm going to click. I can tell I use mobile a lot. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to go open. And yes, so that's got the file there, Never to Blame Master. Now, don't worry about the file name. That doesn't do anything. So you can leave the file name if it's got the word master or whatever. What it's going to release as is this one here. So this is the one that you want to check, double check, triple check to make sure that it is the right thing and that you have spelled things correctly there. I'm just going to update my chat here because it doesn't seem to be popping through. I've got a few issues with my streaming setup here, but that's okay. We're going to crack on and get this done. So I wrote this song. I've already done that bit, the track price, the file, and this song contains lyrics or it's instrumental. So they're the only things that we need to do. Down the bottom here, these are all the extras, the optional extras that we can add. Now, I don't use any of these. You can look through all of these. Actually, there's a new one here, Instagram and Facebook. Interesting. By checking this box, your music may become available on Instagram and Facebook products, which hopefully be cool and or useful and or profitable for you. Let's try it. You know what? If it's free, let's just give it a go. Because why not? And all the rest of them I'm going to leave off for now. And come down to here. So these are all the mandatory checkboxes. So I've talked about these before. By the way, I've got another video where I do this, but I just wanted to have a bit of a play and do this here today as well. We've got all of the other options that we can do that we have agreed to, and now we just need to hit done. Now, this may make my stream even worse because it may crash things terribly because it's going to upload this track. But let's just try it anyway, and we'll see how we go. We'll hit done. It's going to verify, and what it means by verifying is it's checking my album artwork, which you can see it's doing there. It said it's 100% okay, and now it's going to upload track number 1, which seems to be pretty good. It seems to be working okay. So hopefully this won't take us too long, and then I'll talk a little bit and we'll finish off by telling you a little bit about what happens next. So once you've uploaded your track to DistroKid, then what actually happens from that point onwards, how is it released and where does it go? So that is now done. It's going to be finishing off, and hopefully you can still actually hear me talking as I'm going, and yes. That is cool. Now, a question here from Darren Bryant has asked, so if you do covers, you don't get any money from them. I understand they have to pay the artist. Just don't know if you get anything or not. That's actually a really good question. Let's check that. I'll go into my stats here, and I'll check my track that is a cover, and see if I have made any money from it. That'll be a good way for us to check. It won't be a lot of money. You'll be, it'll be embarrassing how little you'll see on there. But yeah. Hello to Malcolm as well, too. Here is here, who says, thanks, he follows my insights regarding GarageBand users. So thank you. Yes, the GarageBand users Facebook group is another place I hang out quite often, and there's a lot of cool people there sharing some cool things. So if you haven't checked that out, I think I've got a link at studiolivetoday.com/GBU, so you can head over there and join that group and have a chat with us over there if you so desire. So here we go. Done. That was easy, wasn't it? So this is where it gives you the rest of the information. When will this single be released? It says give stores up to a week to push your album live. Apple and iTunes often happens faster, sometimes same day, if not always. For Spotify, new deliveries will take at least 5 business days to go live. And then what it actually gives you is it gives you a pre-save page, which I think is actually really cool. So I'm going to click on this button here, and this is going to take us to the preview of this special page that it gives us. And there you go. So all of you can now, I'm going to do this now. I'll paste this down here in the chat now, and I'll hopefully remember to put it in the description afterwards for folks to check out. But yeah, if you're a Spotify user and you want to pre-save my new single to your Spotify so you can stream it when it's available, you can click on that link and go and check it out as well. Now, we had a question there from Darren, which was about if you have a cover song, do you get paid for it? Well, let's have a look. I'm going to do something fairly foolish and live on the stream here show you the bank here to actually take a look. So hopefully it doesn't pop up my credit card number or anything like that, but we're about to find out if it's going to work. I did say at the start, oh, here we go. It has been a little bit, I guess, flaky at times. My internet connection as well as some of DistroKid's as well. So let's see the breakdown by store. Now, can I... Yeah, I'm not sure that I can actually see the breakdown by actual song. I can see my stats by my songs, but I don't think... Oh, yes, I can. There's an excruciating detail button. Here we go. Excruciating detail. So what I'm looking for is there's one cover song that I released, which was the song Addicted to Bass, which I released. So what I need to do is try and find... Oh, here we go. We can put all releases. So let's find this one. Addicted to Bass featuring Georgie. We'll click on that and display. And now let's see if I've made any serious bank from this song. I think you do still get paid a little bit for it. So yeah, there you go. You can see I've made my 1.4 cents in September on Spotify. I've made my, they're all my Spotify credits actually. And then Google Play, I've made like, 2.5 cents on Google Play. Apple Music, 20 cents bonus. So yes, the answer is yes. So I think what that works out to is that the $1 a month, so $12 a year that you pay to release a cover, covers the payment back to the original songwriter. So that covers all the sort of artist, original songwriter stuff. And then you, as a performing artist, do get paid for your streams and your sales from DistroKid, just like you do with all of the others. So that is pretty cool, and we're almost done here. If anyone else has any other questions before we finish off here about DistroKid, let me know. As I mentioned, there's more details down in the description. If you search my name and DistroKid, Pete Johns DistroKid in YouTube, there are a heap of videos that I've done in the past all about DistroKid, about the features and benefits in a lot more detail, so you can check those out. You can also check the VIP link that I have down in the description. Thank you to everyone who has been here live, there we go, who's been here live on the stream and been with me. I hope you found this a little bit interesting if you are looking to release your own music. And I've also done some recent videos about SoundCloud. So if you're not ready to pay the $20 a year and to release your music, through your Spotify's, your Apple Music's, your iTunes, then start using SoundCloud or release to Facebook or YouTube. Like, there's so many options. I keep saying it, we live in the future. We live in this world where we are blessed to be able to have access to all of these great digital platforms and to release our own music. Now, one thing that I was meaning to do before we actually finished up here was play you a little bit of the song. And I probably should have done that before I actually uploaded the master to make sure that it was actually right. So let's just take one step backwards and check that now. We'll double click on the master file here. And there it is. sounding okay? And the good thing is that I won't get done for copyright because it's my own song. So every time I do a YouTube video or a stream on YouTube or Facebook, I'm like, yeah, I can make sure I use my own music, so I don't get copyright violations. But there we go. That is going to do it. So check out that song. You can check out all of my music. If you head on over to petejohns.com, you can check out my album. So my album, Selfish Aware, that I released in August this year. That new single should be out in the next day. Now, if you are watching this video and you like this sort of content, I have a new show that I'll be premiering here on YouTube tomorrow. So keep your eye out for that and see if you can join me on the live stream. It'll be not this time, probably a bit earlier. So Sunday afternoon in the US and Saturday afternoon in the US, Sunday morning here in Australia. And check your local guides, but that'll be a bit of a test run because there's a show called The Feedback Loop that I previously did on the GarageBand users Facebook group, and I'll be bringing that over to the YouTube channel, so that one will be happening soon. But until then, thank you again for joining me here, and I will see you on the next video. See you guys.